the trailer park lifestyle to the world.
Come inside, don't be shy, cause Jolene can't wait to meet ya. She's the queen of the park. She's got gossip, news, and lots of food to feed ya. Jolene Sugarbaker. Jolene Sugarbaker is one budget-minded girl. Lots of cheap fashion is the passion at the park. The passion at the park. The passion at the park. Dropping it on neighbors is all part of Jolene's work. She's the trailer park queen.
Hi there, trailer park fans. It's Jolene Sugarbaker, the trailer park queen. And welcome to the Trailer Park Test Kitchen. And welcome to another episode of my cooking show, Cooking with Jolene, the trailer park cooking show, where I teach you how to do it the trailer park way and live on a budget. You know, I've been away for a few weeks now, and I have been getting my migraines under control. You know, I went on some medication to get rid of the aura. Well, it's not that psychic thing that you can tell people's fortune with. Could have made a mint with that, but it's a light flashing in your eyes and the headache, and I went on some migraine medicine, and it changed my taste a little bit, and I can't drink Coca-Cola anymore. It tastes funny. I don't know why. It's just part of the side effects. And you know, you read the little paper of these medications and it says, we're not quite sure why this works, but it does. But all I have to say is that my migraines have not surfaced anymore, and I'm really glad about that. But you know, my doctor wanted to do all these blood tests, and you know, they already got my copay out of that, so I ripped off a magazine out of the waiting room, and you know, she wanted to talk to me about my cholesterol. And you know, I like fried food, and you know, I don't cook very well. Well, I do cook good, but you know, it's not good for you, is what I should say. And you know, I was reading about the benefits of green tea, and when she got to the point where she wanted to talk about my cholesterol, my fingers went in my ears, and I was like, la 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 la. She wasn't very happy about that. But I was reading in this magazine after I ripped it off that green tea is supposedly very good for you, and those Chinese people, I swear they know everything. They just know everything. Chinese and Japanese people, they just know everything that's healthy for you. And apparently it helps you bring down your cholesterol too, and it does all sorts of health effects for you too that can help you. And I thought, you know, let me figure out how I can incorporate that in my life. And you know, I like cookies, so I thought I'd make a cookie out of green tea. And there's a specific kind of green tea called matcha, and it's probably not pronounced right, so pretty much it's powdered green tea. And if you've been watching YouTube lately, you would have seen GreenTeaGirlie pop up, she's a really nice girl. Give her a chance, and she likes dangly earrings too. So her name is Kallie, and I've had a little correspondence with her, and I dedicate this cookie to her, and it's called a green tea cookie. And today we're going to use that matcha powder, and it's just powdered green tea. And I went to the foreign people store and asked for it, and we're going to make a cookie out of it today. And we're going to use my favorite kitchen tool too, the cookie gun. I'm going to show you how to make my green tea cookie next on Cooking with Jolene. I'll be right back. You'll need the following ingredients to make my green tea cookies. You need some powdered green tea, which is usually called matcha or something like that. Just go to the foreign people store and ask for the powdered green tea. 1 cup sugar. 2 large eggs. 1 teaspoon vanilla extract. 2 cups plus 3/4 cup flour. 1 teaspoon baking powder. 1 teaspoon baking soda. 1 pinch salt. This is my secret ingredient, and I know it says imitation, but it's really good. It's imitation vanilla, butter, and nut flavor. It really brings out a great flavor in the cookies. You need about a teaspoon of this. 3/4 cup butter. Some slivered almonds, or your favorite nuts. You can get fancy too, with some food coloring, or some of those sprinkles, or chopped up maraschino cherries. A cookie press. You don't have to use one of these. You can use a cookie cutter as well. But these are just fun to make really cute cookies with. They're only about $9 at your discount stores, and you can use them year round. You don't have to use them just at the holidays. I have softened my butter just a little bit because it makes it easier to cream together the sugar, and now I'm going to add about a cup of sugar to it and mix that around until that's creamy. There we go. Okay, now go ahead and add about a teaspoon of the vanilla extract. And you don't have to use it, but I like to add a teaspoon of the imitation vanilla, butter, and nut flavor. There we go. And let's mix that all around. Now we're going to add 2 large eggs. And once again, look, I got 2 pieces of the egg in there this time. 1, 2. And mix that together until it's creaming. Now we're going to add the dry ingredients. Starting with the 2 3/4 cup flour. Now we need to add the baking soda and baking powder. I can't get my silverware drawer open again. What is that, an apple core? Why don't I need that? This is from one of those skillet pans I haven't used for years. And a melon baller. That won't be used until the summer months. I can't get it open to find my teaspoons and tablespoons. I don't know where they are. No, I just forget it. I'm gonna go look for more. Good thing I have backup. Love the dollar store. I don't know where I got these pretty blue ones at. We need 1 teaspoon. We need 1 teaspoon of baking soda, which also does great in your refrigerator for taking odors away. And then we need 1 teaspoon of the baking powder. There we go. Need the pinch of salt. And I'm also going to put in about 2 tablespoons of the green tea powder. There we go. It's going to make it very pretty and nice and green. And we're going to mix it all around. Now, as you see, it does give it a nice, light, delicate green look to it. But here in the trailer park, we like things a little bit more shocking. And they have this great neon food coloring that I'm going to add just a bit to it to make it just pop. I just like that green color, and we'll just squeeze that on in there. Doesn't add any calories at all. It just makes it look a lot better. You'll need a regular size baking pan, and you can spray that down with some butter flavored spray. Just don't breathe it in. Set that aside. Now we're going to load up our cookie gun, and I chose the flour little disc there. And all you do is just press it back here with the button, and you start smushing it in. Now, you're going to take your baking pan. That's where that comes in. Place the cookie gun down on the baking pan. Some have levers, some have electronics that do it. This one you just press down like this, and it shoots a cookie out down at the bottom. Well, that didn't work at all, so we're going to try that again. That didn't work again. Let's try it again. And there we have our first cookie. There we go. There we go. I like to put a little of the slivered almonds on top of them. Depending on the size that you made your cookies, it's going to take about 10 to 15 minutes in the oven at about 400 degrees. They're going to brown around the edges, and you should see that they lift up off the pan a little bit. And at that point, you want to take them out of the oven so they can rest just a bit. And then you're going to put them on a cookie rack to rest until they're ready to eat. Let's put them in the oven for about 10 minutes and then check on them to make sure they're okay. Set your timer. Today on Cooking with Jolene, I hope I didn't scare you because we talked about health and cholesterol and things like that, and maybe things that could help you with that. And green tea, the Chinese and Japanese people, they've got it all figured out with this green tea. Matcha, or it's powdered green tea, and you can get it in the foreign people store. And I decided to cook it up in a cookie today, and I have some right here. And You know, I dedicate this cookie to GreenTeaGirlie. She popped up here on YouTube and everyone didn't really know what to do. Well, she's a newbie, just like there's tons of newbies out there on YouTube, and I think you should go out and search for more newbies because they have a lot to offer to our community. And be nice. What is wrong with some of you people with some of these comments to these people? But, you know, I want to try one of these, and let's see. I taste the vanilla, and the green tea is pretty good. It's got enough sugar in it that I like it, and the toasted almonds on top are real good too. I think you'll like this, and especially if you dip it in some tea or some coffee too, that would be really tasty too. And I did add the food coloring, so these are a little bit greener than they should be. You could have it more delicate if you just left the tea on its own. But I think you'll like these, and I don't know if they'll help your cholesterol, especially if you keep eating my food and watching my show, but they're tasty, they're fun, and they're different. Well, there'll be more cooking shows soon, so hang on, keep an eye on my channel, tell your friends about it, tell them to subscribe to me too, and I'll continue to show you how to cook the Trailer Park way. I'm Jolene Sugarbaker, the Trailer Park Queen. Visit me on the web at jolenesugarbaker.com. I love ya. Bye-bye.
Have on all your blue eyeshadow. Watch out for that big tornado. Get all filled with pride in the double wide. Jolene Sugarbaker, she's the Trailer Park Queen. In the double wide. Jolene Sugarbaker, she's the Trailer Park Queen.
Visit my store at jolenesugarbaker.com.